Everybody, it's Cap. So today we're going to look at my truck, and I just want to talk about it for a second. So it was having issues with it. It just was turning over, but wouldn't actually start. So I ended up buying a new battery, which the old one was really old. Because for those who don't know, this used to be a old camp truck from local summer camp. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at it quickly, just kind of show what I figured out. So let me make sure it's popped. All right. So what I ended up doing was just replacing the battery, and on top of that I realized the battery wasn't actually put in right, so I used a bungee cord for right now to keep the battery in place. After I put a new battery in, it still wouldn't actually work. So what we think the problem was that the fact that it ended up, or that was just so cold because it's been in the -30s. And when I was playing with it, I ended up accidentally snapping off the cord, because for those who don't know, you have to plug in your vehicle and actually to keep it warm, you have to have usually either some kind of blanket on the battery. I prefer a trickle charger, but I haven't put in this one yet. And you also have to have ones over the gas or underneath the fuel tank and the oil as well, and a couple other spots that you need to actually or keep the vehicle warm in. Places like Anchorage, you don't have to do this. I'm just popping this open again to show it off. So you can see right there, right here, that's the 4-way box. And that's installing most vehicles out here. So anyhow, so as you can tell, I just used some bungee cord and some tape to reattach the cord, because when I was playing with all this and the temperature, I ended up snapping the cord completely off. And I was gonna get a new 4-way box, but they didn't have one. So I ended up doing the Alaska thing and use tape and other electronic devices to take care of it, because that's what you do in Alaska. No, that's not what you do in Alaska. You do this because you're cheap as hell and you don't want to pay for the extra stuff. And that's what I did, because I didn't want to order another box. This whole the Alaska way is lazy as beep, and you just don't want to spend the money for it. It is normal hillbilly stuff that you just don't want to pay for. Like right here, I got this truck. I got this truck from a summer camp for very cheap. Well, you know what? It's not because in Alaska we gotta trade and figure out ways. They have dealerships. I'm just cheap. Okay? That's all it is to it, is I'm lazy. I need weighting for the back of my truck, so instead of buying sandbags, I just kept using the old tires. Why? Because I'm lazy. This isn't because this is how you're doing in Alaska, like you see on the freaking TV shows. All right? It's because I'm lazy and I can get away with it. All right. So, hope you all enjoyed, and see you next time. Laters.